Hello, parents and students. This is Carl Valinato, Assistant Superintendent. Wanted to bring you this screencast today to briefly describe the changes, the tweaks to the hybrid learning plan that we will be implementing starting on Wednesday, November 4th, coming up just around the corner. Very similar to the hybrid learning plan that was presented this summer, we're really putting out the very same plan with just a few minor differences. As many people are coming to know now that when we switch from the digital A/B schedule to the hybrid orange and black schedule, we'll be dividing our student population into half, roughly. We will have two groups. The orange group will meet in person on Mondays and Wednesdays. Student alpha, last names A to LA. The black group will meet in person on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's student alpha, LE to Z. A couple of the changes that we made, if you remember, the original hybrid had an every other day alternation throughout the entire calendar. In collaboration with our feeder districts in trying to have a consistent schedule between McHenry 156, D15, we have decided that each week there will be a consistent week. We'll talk more about that in just a second. And we have added Fridays will be digital learning Fridays. All students will progress through the 8-period schedule, be on screen synchronously for each of their classes from home on Friday. So again, the hybrid model will begin on Wednesday, November 4th, after our 5-day break after parent-teacher conferences. So talk a little bit about what that consistent week will look like, what the hybrid model will look like for students. Again, we have the orange group, the black group, and we have on Friday, all students will be synchronous in all their classes all together on the computer screen. So every student is divided orange or black. Even the students that cannot return to school and are on the remote digital alternative, they will be joining via the Zoom link. They will be joining only on either the orange day or the black day, depending on student last name. So for example, on Mondays and Wednesdays, the orange group will be either in class face-to-face or joining from the Zoom link if they're on the digital alternative. The other group on Mondays and Wednesdays will have an asynchronous learning day. That means they will be learning through Schoology. They will be working on their homework, their projects, or papers. And they will be taking attendance using a Google form that will be deployed by the administrators via email and Schoology. So that on Mondays and Wednesdays, the black group will find that Google form, they will take their attendance, they'll log in, and they will have the day to work on their assignments in Schoology. So again, the hybrid learning plan, what do those orange days and black days look like? When you are face-to-face or synchronous, that is your time to be in person and to connect with your teacher, to do hands-on elements of the course, to get demonstrations, to become more familiar with the content, to do lab experiences, and to do tests and quizzes, things of that nature. The asynchronous learning for the alternate group, those are your digital activities. That's your time to do your homework, your projects, your papers, and for you to interact with that Schoology curriculum in your Schoology course. And very much this really is designed to emulate our blended learning classes that we have in our school and that we will have more of in the future after we emerge from the pandemic. So the early release schedule that we'll be utilizing in the hybrid model has periods 0 through 8 every single day for the face-to-face group. And what's important to note about this early on in the design process is that we felt that an early release gives us many benefits. And first and foremost, that extra 2 hours allows our cleaning crews to adequately sanitize our schools every single night. And that was important in the design of our hybrid model, that our facilities crew assured us that they feel really good having those extra 2 hours to effectively clean our schools. It allows all of our periods to meet every single day for synchronous or face-to-face learning. It also allows for a period in the afternoon of office hours so that teachers can connect with their students. And if our remote students, our asynchronous students, and our face-to-face students can all access their teachers in the afternoon. And it does give our teachers a little extra time at the end of the day for digital planning. Very, very similar. A lot of similarities between the digital model and the hybrid model. We designed it this summer with a lot of teacher and parent feedback in the form of focus groups and surveys. What we wanted to do from the beginning was design 2 different plans, because we did not know when we were developing this exactly what the model would be at the start of school. And we knew that no matter what the model was, we would probably at some point have to shift models, which we will be doing here in the fall. If we have to shift back, we could easily do it because the calendars are exactly the same. We can switch from an AB calendar to an orange-black calendar very seamlessly. Okay, so we need to be prepared and understand that the model was really designed to have these 2 plans to be very congruent. I want to talk just a little bit about the importance of the parent self-certification of our student symptoms. Every single day for the face-to-face students, and this is going on right now as we do have classes and electives that are meeting, we have printed these pads that have the certification, and we felt that having paper when you're walking in is going to be easier than some kind of an electronic method. So the district will be using these paper entry slips every single day. It will be the responsibility of the parent and the student to have this pad. The parents will sign off that the student is healthy to come to school. So each of these small pads have 50 slips in it, more than enough to get us many, many months down the road here, and they are already available. Students will need one slip in their hand as they're walking into school every single day so that they can avoid the lines, because there will be a need for us to certify. We will be taking temperatures at the front door here for any student that enters without a slip. So very important that the students come in with a slip every single day. So these pads and slips are available currently, and we will be giving them out to students at every single juncture when our juniors come in to take the PSAT, when students are coming in for their electives, and when we have a 9th grade night here down the road before November 4th. So we will have plenty of opportunities for students to be able to grab these pads in advance. We will be putting a PDF file on our website for parents to print out if they are unable to get a pad before November 4th. So they could print that PDF out, sign it, and then when the student comes on November 4th, they'll be able to get their pad at that point in time. Again, the digital learning remote alternative, if for any reason a student cannot return to school in the hybrid model, these forms are on our website, and the application is due by October 13th to request the digital learning remote alternative. And again, the Schoology course is really the pillar of our curriculum at this point in time, and that is really where, whether you are a remote student or you are a hybrid student, whether you are face-to-face in the classroom or syncing in, that Schoology course has all the learning materials in it for all students. And we are treating all students as digital students because they really are. So focus on that Schoology course. That's where all the learning materials are, and that is where the parents will always be able to see what's going on with the course. They'll be able to see student calendars and student grades. Lastly, we have been progressing towards blended learning before the pandemic. MCHS has 15 blended learning classrooms right now, blended learning classes. that combine both face-to-face and virtual or online computer learning. And in the future, this is really what the future of education will look like, as we march towards a more personalized structure and we continue to make facility improvements. So as we all will emerge at some point from pandemic, we will have a brand new and upgraded facilities that will have a lot of spaces where students can study, they can pull up their Schoology pages, and they can learn whether they are in class hands-on or they are out of class collaborating with others. And that's really, this time period is preparing us for what the future of learning really will look like. Lastly, thank you to the parents, thank you to the students. This is an incredibly hard and difficult time. I know we are all managing it the best we possibly can, and we all look forward to getting our students back into school for those hands-on experiences, to see each other, to see their students. We are really looking forward to their success. Thank you, and be well.